this sport what it is, a rivalry game. For many schools and fans, it's days like today that can set your feelings about your school allegiance and provide a sense of accomplishment or dread for a very long time. Welcome to Memorial Stadium, Lincoln, Nebraska, and home of the Cornhuskers. As we'll see the runner-up from last year's national championship, the Colorado Buffaloes, taking on a team from the playoff a year ago, the Nebraska Cornhuskers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. Cornhuskers ready to get this thing started and open the season. So the kick goes out of bounds, and the ball will be placed at the 40 to start this drive. Wide receiver comes in motion. They want to run it left here. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
I love when defensive backs come up and they are physical and they stick their face in the fan and they aren't scared. Talking to the defensive coordinator coming into this game, he knew his DBs had to tackle well. They had to get these running backs on the ground. Great start on this first drive.
A negative play to open the drive. Let's see what they've got on 2nd and 14. Caught in the backfield, it's John. He's close to the first down, but they're going to mark him just a little short. Love seeing these early season top 25 matchups. You can get a really good feel of how good these teams are, guys.
And the intensity is going to be big too, David, because the players, you know, on these teams, they've been thinking about this game for a long time. They knew they'd have a national stage, and they got a chance to prove.
Breaks into the open. And after the huge scramble, he slides and gets down. Terrific run to get out of trouble.
For offensive coordinators, you see big runs like this in the first half, man, it gets you excited because it opens up the whole playbook. Everything I have to use. I like all these.
DB's locked up tight on the receivers. They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
Nice job by this defense staying home, not getting fooled. When the ball goes away from me, I don't just chase blindly across the field. They see the reverse, and I love the speed, the close, and the tackle. They get a tackle for a loss on that gadget-type play.
It's complete. They will score. Touchdown, Colorado.
I don't know how many people expected this to happen, playing on the road in this environment against a better opponent, but they showed tremendous poise on the opening drive. Nice execution. They scored a touchdown. That was big time.
Getting ready for the extra point after the first score of the game. And he's got the extra point, and it's 7-0 to start this one. A very efficient 5-play scoring drive. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like a penalty on the kickoff as the ball goes out of bounds. To the ground with the back. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. Let's talk for just a minute about Nebraska. The portal can work wonders if you have specific holes to fill. Breathe a little new life and energy into the program. David, these guys went in there, got a nice little haul that really could set them up for success this season.
They did, and they didn't go bonkers and go crazy, Jesse. I like how they just saw a couple guys that they thought fit their system, fit their culture, and now they're bringing them in so they can rise the tide of this team.
Yeah, this feels like a curated roster, right? They only had a few holes that they had to fill up, but they went out, they put their effort into finding the right guy. They feel like they've upgraded their roster with just a few portal additions.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. And the Huskers will line up to punt it away. This will be their first punt of the afternoon. They're able to put a stop to that return right at the 30-yard line. A solid start to this one. Now back to... Oh, he's going to try to get it all here. And that will be incomplete. Man, that would have been a big hitter if they could have done it with second down coming. It's hard to find a place these days that the Big Ten doesn't touch geographically, but there's a lot of crossover with the Big Ten and Big 12 and plenty of bragging rights on the line when their schools meet.
You think about Nebraska, once upon a time being in the Big 12, now in the Big 10 too. These conferences also recruit in similar areas too. So this game is interesting, David, because a lot of these players, they're familiar with each other from high school.
Yeah, and I tell you, from experience, you hate that. Like, you get to know each other, you go to the other school, like, you're now my enemy. You're not my friend anymore. So a chance to prove it, a chance for the Big 12, who's been kind of pillaged and pulled apart at times, sometimes by the Big 10. Let's go out and make a statement today.
Quickly complete. Oh, he's got some space. That'll get the job done and move the chains, and they'll mark the ball at the 45. The Buffaloes getting set on 1st and 10. Lewis wants to pass. Under fire. It's picked off. Don't see that very often from this Heisman Trophy candidate.
I'll tell you, you got to give the defense credit, though, because with these conditions, it's not easy to catch for the offensive players. Certainly not for the defense, but great eye-hand coordination securing that interception.
And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out on their first possession, now to see if they can be more productive this time around. And he is stopped immediately by the big defensive lineman.
Man, this defense is setting the tone early. 3 and out on the first drive, and on the first play, the second drive, they get a TFL. They are sending a very clear and distinct message to this offense. They are going to set the tone of this game.
He's got him. They stop him almost immediately. Short gain there, and still a little ground cover to pick up the first. Let's see if the defense comes after them. 3rd and short from the 45. From the gun, wants to pass. The sure hands, it's King. Absolutely nowhere to go as this defense makes a 3rd down stop.
3rd down, man. You'd think this offense would want to throw it down the field, at least past the sticks. With this defense and their athleticism and speed, they gobbled him up behind the line of scrimmage.
So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. He'll try to throw and pick up the 1st down. Converts on 4th down. Still going. He'll be forced out of bounds. Big pickup on the play, and they'll mark him down at the 28. No hesitation, no trying to baby the ball in there. He just fired it complete.
4th down, no problem. I'm just going to rip this to my wide receiver. He believed in himself. He knew he could get it, and they get the 4th down conversion.
Shoots it to the left. It's complete. A quick tackle made, but he's got plenty for the 1st down.
And that's a really good example of why offensive coordinators script plays. You know the down and distance, and you know which routes can get you to the stick. So there's no wasted time. That coordinator got the play in early to his quarterback, knowing that his players were going to be able to execute.
He's dragged down at the 12 as they try to cash in on this red zone opportunity. It'll be second down, and remember, they can pick up a first without scoring. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
That back had absolutely nowhere to run the football. Actually, is he counting? I think he's counting to make sure there's only 11 guys on defense.
They've started a pretty good drive. This will be the 7th play, but they need to convert 3rd and 5. Back to throw, it's Boley. Looking for the score. And it's caught. Touchdown, Nebraska.
One of the areas they really focused on with this receiver in the offseason was we need you to make more plays for us in the end zone. When we're taking shots, we need you to be able to step up and make tough catches. And David, what a grab right there.
And I think a lot of that has to do with trusting your guy, knowing where he's going to be, knowing when he's going to sit down, when he's not. So being on the same page, and then having a guy that can go get him. Just when the ball is near him, he's going to make the play, just like he did right there for 6 points.
And he's going to bring this one out. He was hoping for something a little more dynamic, but they get him on the ground at the 20. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Use the play fake, now to throw. On the run, fires downfield. And the physical play there forces the incompletion on 1st down.
Well, the quarterback knew he wanted to go to his tight end on that play. He's a big physical target, but it was the hit on the play that forced the incompletion.
On 2nd and 10, a 4 wide out set, trips right. Back to pass. Find some fresh air. They almost got a 1st down there. Stopped a yard short. It'll be 3rd down. And the Buffaloes come to the line in the hurry-up. They'll try to run for it. There he goes. Nice pickup on the ground there, and they'll move the sticks with the 1st down.
What a great run there. On 3rd and 1 situation, though, David, that has got to be demoralizing for a defense because they were packed up close to the line of scrimmage, expecting run on that one.
They're playing aggressive, but great offenses have the ability in predictable situations like 3rd and 1 to get 1st downs.
The offense thought they had a good look to run that play into with the QB, but there's just an example of a defender winning his one-on-one battle and making a tremendous play. Great effort by that guy.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. Lewis to throw. He's moving out of the pocket. And it'll be incomplete. He got on the move trying to make something happen, but just couldn't find a man. This should be the last play of the quarter. On 3rd and long, trying to have a big completion here. Grabbed over the middle. It's Perry. They get him on the ground, and with that, we'll head to the 2nd quarter. Absolutely nothing settled. Deadlocked after 1 period of play as we have a look at the stats. That 1st quarter set the standard, and we hope we get a lot more of that here in the 2nd. Way too close to punt. Way too far for the field goal. They'll go for it on 4th down. Offense calls a timeout here. Critically important to make sure they have the right play called and everyone on the same page here. Maybe a little long for a field goal. Definitely too short to punt. Not much of a choice here as they'll go for it on 4th down. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. You're in plus territory, no desire to give the football back. Maybe the punt doesn't even work out. They go for it, and it works out well.
So I wonder if you go tempo here, too. Now that you just picked up that 1st down, don't let the defense sub. A lot of these guys now have been on the field for a little while. See if you can catch them off guard here and try and take advantage of how tired they are.
Offenses nowadays, they're really just counting numbers. How many guys do you have out wide? How many guys do I have out wide? If I have enough guys to block your guys, boom, it's just built into the offense. Pitch, catch, let me get a few yards.
Backed up now, here's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. That's caught. It's York. He's really close to that first down marker, but they stop him just a bit short.
Well, a nice completion there, finding the tight end. And what's so beautiful about that is while they didn't get the first, they were able to pick up enough yards now to make the 3rd.
Turning it on! Big pickup on the ground here to keep this drive moving and give them a first down. And the Buffaloes want to pick up the tempo. Lewis wants to pass. Looking to scramble. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is. Just an obvious holding call there, and one that just kills an offense's momentum. The Buffaloes have it in scoring position on 1st and goal. Takes a snap, wants to throw. Finds his big tight end. They'll spot the ball at the 12 after that completion. Defense rolls up, keeping its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Just going to keep it after the snap. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer. 3rd and goal, and let's see if they can even operate in this noise. From the gun, wants to pass. Lets it go to the end zone. Touchdown, Buffs! They wanted to finish, and that they did on that possession. There have been miniseries, novels, movies, long-form plays that have been over in shorter period of time than that drive. That was a marathon.
And that's just so frustrating when you're a defensive guy, time and time again, trying to get the stops, and they just keep making the plays, and they punch it in for a touchdown. Demoralizing.
And he made that extra point, the wet turf, no problem at all. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. On the move from inside his 5. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. They'll give it to the back. Picks his way and gets 4 out to the 27.
And those body blows really, really matter. Like, I want to be able to hand the ball off to my running back 10, 15 times a game. Make the defense tackle them, wear them out. Sometimes these 3 to 4 yard runs, later in football games, they turn into 5 to 15 to 20 yard gains just because of the body blow effect.
Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back. They make the stop after a gain of 3 to the 31.
Man, it's really hard to control the running game if you don't control the line of scrimmage. And how about the defensive line doing a great job attacking those guys up front, not open up lanes to run through. Nice job just nullifying that run altogether.
Quickly to the tight end. He's going to have enough to pick up the first down as they stop him at the 33-yard line.
Shotgun fundamentals are so key. He was like a shortstop, caught the shotgun snap and right away rifled it out of his hands like he was turning two. That was beautiful.
And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
Love the physicality of this secondary on defense. That defender got to the football, was able to separate the receiver from the ball, and did it legally. Beautiful job.
To the air, it's Bowling. Throws for the tight end. Picked off. What a play to set him up. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And what a great job by the defense that time. Cover one, man coverage. And did you see how everybody was impressed? When you press receivers, you disrupt their timing. You get your hands on them at the line of scrimmage. You jam them. And it completely disrupts the quarterback and his thought process. And that time, that was a big reason that ball got INT.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Great job by the defense. Everybody firing off the ball, hitting their guys, holding their gaps, running to the football, nowhere to go.
Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Makes the catch. It's Jean-Pierre. Ball is loose. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And you start offense going and start having success, you've got to make sure when you get closer to the scoring range, take care of that football. If you don't, coach is going to go you on the sideline, you in the game.
So he took a chance by using a timeout on the challenge, and it comes back to bite him. We'll see if he needs that timeout later. Motion from the wide receiver. Looking to throw on first down. Setting up the screen. No sirree, not this time. The defense was there and ready for that one.
Well, they're trying to set up the screen pass to the running back, just nowhere to go after he caught the football. The defense completely swarmed around him, and that's a loss.
And the Buffaloes with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. Lewis to throw. Looking to the big tight end. Give him 6. Touchdown, Buffaloes! That touchdown puts them up by at least 2 scores. Too early to say it's over? Forget the kick. He's going to throw it. He makes the catch in the end zone, and that trickery works to perfection for the 2. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Buys just enough space to cross the 25. Let's mark it at the 27-yard line. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wants to go up top on first down. Fires to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle. Giving up size, still got him on the turf.
Well, they're able to find the tight end for an easy completion, but good job tackling, not allowing him to get the first down.
They'll line up for a 2nd down play. Wants to go up top. Bringing the heat. Rush coming in hot, and they got him at the 29.
And just nowhere to go with the football for that quarterback. The defense in a nickel. They had extra DBs on the field, doing a nice job in the back end covering, and just no receivers able to get open.
Now a lot of work to do to move the chains, keep this drive alive after that earlier sack. Pulls it in. It's Demania. He'll be forced out of bounds. They'll mark him down at the 44-yard line, and this offense has it going. The Huskers come to the line with a fresh set of downs. Looking to pass. It's Boley. Fires to the middle. Oh, he drops the football. He had him right down the gut of the field. Instead, it'll be 2nd down.
And in this weather, man, you start to see more of this. You try to throw the ball harder to penetrate it through the weather and get it to your target, but just catching a football that's a little bit slippery sometimes, you'll see some of those drops, and it's just part of the game.
And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
Good play by the defense. Way to wrap them up, way to know where the sticks are. Now put you in a successful position for 3rd down. Now you can break out the fun packages, the blitzes, putting more speed, more little fast guys on the field.
Trying to move the sticks on 3rd down through the air. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. No, he got loose. Going the other way, and he's got room. And they capitalize not only on the pick, but on the great return to improve this field position. Here we go. They'll try to get something on the board here in the final minute of the first half. Off the play fake on first down, wants to throw. Outside the pocket, lets it go. And they took a shot on that one, but couldn't make the connection. It's incomplete.
I know the offense came into this game expecting to have some success throwing the football, and right after getting a takeaway right outside of the red zone, they try to do just that. The one-on-one matchups are going to be there in this game. That time, though, the defense did a better job making a play, forcing the incompletion.
And the Buffaloes hit it quickly to the line. On third and long, trying to convert through the air. Moves around to clear up the vision. Picked off, and they ruin an early drive with the turnover. And they make the play to stop the scoring opportunity just before the end of the half.
Man, another mistake by this. Listen, he is an elite quarterback. He's really, really good. He's pressing too much. Jesse, the number one job of a quarterback, you better protect the football. I don't care how good you are, you better protect it.
Yeah, you just got to take what the defense is giving you, and I agree, David. It looks like right now he's trying to force the big play instead of just checking it down or throwing away. He's got to do a better job working through his progressions right now. He's got tons of talent, but he's making bad decisions.
I know it wasn't an interception, but a lot of times tips and deflections leads to interceptions. Great job by the defender getting his mitt on the football.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain. Clock winding towards 0. They'll get one more snap off. Timeout is called, and it's the defense wanting to make sure that everyone's on the same page for this big down. Just enough time for one final play in this half. Looking for space, it's King. He'll be brought down, and that's the final play of the half. That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update. Kicker has everything lined up and about set to get this one underway. To start this third quarter, they'd love to build some early momentum.
You ain't lying, because you only got so many possessions here in the second half, so now you're down. I got to maximize every single one. Put your best plays together. Start this drive off on a good note.
Yeah, it starts right here. Obviously, you can't get it all back on this drive, but you can create that momentum. You can create something special and some energy, but it's going to start with this offense here executing at a high level.
You'll take 4 yards on first down every time, 2nd and 6.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
Got the big tight end on the corner route. They ripped off a big one, and they get it down to the 27.
Man, this offense is so dangerous, Reese. They've got dudes all over the field that can make plays. There's a big gainer in the pass game.
You get a chunk of yards like that, now the defense is really on its heels. The Cornhuskers with the 1st and 10. Back to pass, it's Bowling. Grabbed behind the line, it's Nelson. And he goes out of bounds after a nice pickup on that one. How about this running back dragging a toe and getting it inbounds?
Showing off the wide receiver skills. You know, running backs are so talented nowadays, and you split them out as a wide receiver so much, and he showed it there. He could play wide out easily with a nice catch, nice awareness.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Back to pass. That's caught. It's King. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup.
And listen, I know that wasn't a huge gain. It was positive, but I like doing more of that in today's college football. I'm just going to try to give my playmakers a chance to do damage in space away from all the big boys inside.
And he throws his third pick of the day. His head has to be spinning. Got room on the return. The 40. He's at the 20. And he's going to take it all the way. Touchdown, Colorado.
Awesome job by the linebacker there in coverage, reading the quarterback size, spying the QB, knowing where that ball was going to get thrown, and then the ball skills just to pluck it out of the air and take it back for a touchdown. Awesome work.
He'll try to tack on one more. The kick is up and good and put one more on the lead. And let's check in with Kevin Connors in the studio. Kevin?
Boys, if it's happening in college football, we've got eyes on it. Check this out. Texas is in front. They've played awfully well today in DKR. And while there's no Ricky Williams or Earl Campbell out there, this group is fighting. They're up by 4 over Western Michigan. We promise to keep you posted on what goes down in this exciting college football matchup.
Thanks for the update on that one, Kevin. Let us know when it goes final. The Cornhuskers ready to go back to work on offense. The big thing now, don't get rattled by that last pick six, David.
Nah, it was a big mistake. Obviously, the defense took advantage of it, but you got to put it behind you. Jesse, I'm sure you know a thing or two about throwing a pick six and how to rebound.
I believe I've only thrown one in my life, but yes, I do because of that singular instance. I'll say this. You can't let that play beat you twice. You got to go out and not try to get it all back here in one play. Just execute the offense.
If every journey begins with a step, this offense needs to step into a third down conversion and then try to turn it into some scores, and fast. Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a fourth down. And the Huskers will bring the punt team onto the field. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Makes the catch at the 30. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. And the Colorado offense is coming back onto the field. And boy, they missed an opportunity last time throwing that pick in the red zone, David.
And you got to put that frustration behind you. You can't turn it over. That's a cardinal sin. You know better than that, Jesse. You can't take points off the board. But you got to move on.
You do. I think he just got way too overeager down in the red zone that last drive. So just come out here, trust your reads, trust what your coaches have told you to do, and just go out and execute the offense.
Plenty of work to do here on second and long. Lewis wants to pass. Going to take a shot at this DB. And that's going to be incomplete. Going for broke on second down. The third down's coming up.
Well, you knew you were going to see it in this game. Throwing the go route to one of the fastest players in all of college football. This receiver strikes fear in the heart of every defense because he's got elite track speed. He's going to blow the combine up in the 40-yard dash because of his wheels. Not able to connect with the quarterback on that one, but you know he has the defense's attention.
The Buffaloes will send out the punt unit. He'll try to really get into this one. I wouldn't quite call it a shank, but that's not exactly going to go on the resume reel. And he'll work his way on the return out to the 35-yard line before he stops. And here comes the Nebraska offense back onto the field. They went 3 and out last time. Now they'll look for some plays that work. Throws to the wideout. Makes the grab. They'll get him down, but not before he crosses the 50. He's down to the 49. On first down, here comes this offense. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And good coverage by the defense, just a short gain.
Well, they execute the end route. Now, how about the arm strength by the QB? That was an absolute bullet on that completion.
To the air on second down. It's complete to the right. Down to the 26-yard line before they ride him out of bounds, and this defense is on its heels. The Huskers will have it first and 10. Use the play fake, now to throw. Fires to the middle. Oh, what a spectacular layout and catch.
Man, that's a tough play to make. When you're that far down the field and you're trying to control your body and run as you're laying out, that's a really great effort, really good concentration, and that is how you make your quarterback look really good.
The Cornhuskers have it in scoring position on first and goal. Lost to throw again. He's going for the goal line. Good throw and catch. Takes it down to the 5 as the offense tries to cash in.
This is the area of the field defensively. It really doesn't matter what they've done to get here. You got to bow up, try to force the field goal. Nice job on first down and goal, getting them tackled to the ground.
Moving out of the pocket. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that.
Well, just nowhere to go there. It started in the pocket. It was collapsing. Quarterback felt it, so he tried to get outside, make something happen himself, but give the defense tons of credit. Excellent job in pursuit. They're able to give up no gain.
And that third down pass had some serious juice, but they couldn't hook up.
And that is a huge missed opportunity for the quarterback. You've got your guy wide open in the end zone. You're not under pressure. You just got to hit him. That ball got away, and that's one he'd like to have back.
A famous writer once said, most men lead lives of quiet desperation. Here is a desperate move, going for it on fourth down, trailing by double figures. Drop the football, and they'll turn it over on downs. And that decision will be questioned for a while. And the Buffaloes buried deep in their own territory, just trying to find breathing room on first down. Running to Green. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Defense is totally ready in this situation, too, because of the field position with the offense backed up. They know they're going to try and run the ball, buy themselves some real estate, but they ain't having it. Lots of bodies in the box, close to the line of scrimmage. They generate a TFL.
Not much movement there. It's a gain of 1, gets him out to the 5.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
Lewis to throw. Catch in the middle, it's Jean-Pierre. He's brought down, but it'll be enough for a first down. Passing game kept this drive moving. Let's see if they try it again. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. It's Perry. Breaks into the open. He's at the 50. At the 30. The 10. And he eluded the defense, and he'll take it all the way. Touchdown, Buffs! When that receiver got free, it was all over.
And it's so nice to have a receiver like this as a quarterback because you pad my stats. I like those long touchdown passes where I just threw it really short and he did the rest of the work.
And the extra point was good. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they put points up in electrifying fashion with an 82-yard toss for 6. And there will be no return on this one as the ball bounds into the end zone. They'll put this one in play. First snap of the drive from the 25. On the run, it's King. Forges ahead, picks up about 3 to the 29. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Trying to impose their will with the run. They get him down, and that'll be the final play of the 3rd period. Guys, Colorado has the lead here. This has been a complete obliteration so far, as the 3rd quarter stats will show you. So will the beatdown continue, or is this a comeback for the ages in store? We'll see as we start the 4th. They go back to work with a first down in the final period of this one. They go to the ground. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. Went to the running game on first down. Now here they come again. To the air. It's Boley. Trying to set up the screen. Not a whole lot of room there on that screen pass, as it just never developed.
And I don't like the play call, guys. Screen pass at this point of the game against the defense, playing big zones, prevent, trying to keep the ball in front. It's just not going to work. You got to take shots up.
Another interception. That's his 4th of the day. Didn't have a lot of room to run after the pick, but he's done his job. They have it at the 44.
And as a defensive lineman late in the game, man, when you know it's past, you're pinning your ears back, trying to get to the quarterback, and DBs are trying to do this. Pad them stats, get the INT. Nice job by this D.
Complete to the right. And a big-time grab there. Knocked down immediately, but not before he gets it to the 40.
Well, it really just feels like they are trying to make a statement to everybody in college football. They've got a lead, they've got it late, and they are still putting it on this defense. They are still letting it fly. They're airing it out, trying to light up this scoreboard.
Tight end in motion, see how the D reacts. To the air on first down. Caught in the backfield. It's Jean-Pierre. Open space at the 25. And he ran away from the defense to take it in. Touchdown, Buffaloes! Now they have extended this lead, guys, starting to put the hammer, but sometimes a rivalry game can give you a little of extra fight back.
And there can be no panic at this point now. You've worked too hard this offseason, David. They've had this game circled for so long. You've got to play your best football right now and fight back.
And you just need something good to happen on this next possession. You got to get the crowd back into this football game. Big rivalry. Get some emotion. Get some momentum on your side.
Good concentration to get that squiver inside the 15. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. Moves up to the 34-yard line, give him a 10-yard pickup.
And maybe the big fella can jumpstart this offense a little bit. They got to get some points, and he's that big physical guy, breaking some tackles, making some plays. Here in the 4th quarter, they're going to need it.
This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
And that run really didn't go anywhere, and a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
you just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
He'll go out of bounds inside the 40. They'll mark it at the 39. I don't blame them. They're going to keep working this guy out of the slot until somebody finds a way to stop him.
Yeah, and why wouldn't you, man? You find a matchup that's working, and you got a guy with this kind of athletic ability in the slot, dude, keep finding him, keep using different routes. So far, the defense doesn't have an answer for him.
Well, this has been a day to forget if you're this quarterback, and I got to be honest, guys, I'm surprised he's still even in the game right now because he has had zero rhythm. He hasn't been accurate. He's thrown a ton of interceptions. Most coaches would have pulled their guy by now. I know the guy I played for back in college, he would have pulled me about 2 interceptions ago.
Now facing a 3rd and long. Wants to throw again. He's going for the big play. Active hands from the defense forcing that incomplete pass.
And this defense has put a game together. Like, it is hard to put all the facets of defense together. Run defense, pass defense. They've been so good, man. Dialed in. You could tell they were ready. They were fast. They were physical. They dominated this football game today.
The play action fake. Down he goes, and the defense snuffs out this drive with a sack.
I think after failing on the 4th down, guys, you look at the scoreboard, you look at how much time is left. I think they're going to lose this football game. This coaching staff is going to have to dig deep and try to find ways to get this team better next time they take the field.
And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Stopping the run is about physicality. It's about I'm bigger than you. I'm stronger than you up front. Really nice job by the defense, showing their strength, bowing up, stuffing the run.
They'll keep it on the ground. The clock is on their side. He breaks a tackle.
And this is exactly where you want to be as an offensive coordinator. Like when you've got the lead late in the football game, just run the football, eat the clock. Man, they put a good day together. They've had their way with this defense. A lot of positive things to point to. This is one of those weeks when you watch tape, it's going to be really fun to watch it. Not like when you get beat up. A lot of big plays from this offense.
Trying to pick it up on the ground. Got room at the 35. Really nice job to convert that 3rd down, and they've got it at the 33. And the Buffaloes have it with a 1st and 10. The give to the fullback. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Both of these teams are high-caliber squads, but it sort of felt as if these guys had something to prove today, and man, did they go out and do it.
Man, they proved it, and they proved they were better. They thought they were better coming in. We were talking to them. They had a lot of confidence. They said, we're not ranked as high as we should be, and now they just showed the whole world. This squad is for real. We're going to be discussing them in the playoffs in the future, and they made a statement today, Palmer.
Yeah, that's the thing, David. To me, after watching that absolute beatdown, you can't help but think to yourself, this is a college football playoff caliber team. If they play like that, moving forward, if they put their A game together in all 3 phases, this is a team we're going to be talking about very, very late in the season.
That will put the wrap on things from here. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis. You've been watching another presentation of EA Sports College Football.